Welcome everyone to the Judiciary Committee meeting this Wednesday, the 26th of June, 11:45 here in room 016. This is decision making only for the 4 judges that have been appointed for the First Circuit Court of the First Circuit Court here on the island of Oahu for the Circuit Court judges. As I mentioned before, there are a couple of temporary members, 2 temporary members of the committee because other members were unavoidably absent. So Senators Keo Kolole and Kanuha are joining us as JDC members today. And Senator Elefante is agreed to act as the vote taker today. So thank you for that. So recommendation on Governor's Message number 1, which is for the Circuit Court for the First Circuit State of Hawaii, gubernatorial nominee Rebecca Copeland for a term to expire in 10 years. Recommendation is to consent. Any questions or concerns? Seeing none.
Comment.
Oh, Senator Wah, go ahead.
Thank you. For Judge Copeland, I understand you're here in Hawaii, like you said, because of the sense of aloha you feel in this state. I understand you can't imagine working anywhere else, like you said. Our people embody that aloha that you feel. And one of the most significant factors that has been killing aloha has been, and with all due respect, white privilege. And I don't mean that in a racist way. It's a sense of entitlement towards our land, our resources, and even our jobs. We live in the only state of islands still inhabited by its native people, but we are being forced out while modern day colonizers move in. I'll be voting no to Judge Copeland, but let me be clear, it's not just because you're not from here. I could have voted yes, but your answers showed some sense of kuleana to our land, locals, or lahui. Instead, the responses were in line with those that typically trigger generational trauma for Hawaii's native people. Judge Copeland said she didn't connect with the community where she's from in Texas, and she didn't share their goals, but she connects here. She reiterated multiple times that this is her home. Judge, this is our home. And I hope over the next term that you get, you'll learn the true meaning of aloha. And once you do, you'll understand and hopefully respect my decision to try to uphold it.
Okay. Other questions or comments? Seeing none. Senator Elefante.
Okay, Chair's recommendations to consent on GM1. Chair Rhodes.
Aye.
Vice Chair Gabbard is excused. I vote aye. Senator Kanuha.
Aye.
Senator Keoho Kolole.
Aye.
Senator San Buenaventura is excused. Senator Owa.
No.
Mr. Chair, recommendations adopted.
Thank you. Next up is Governor's Message number 2. This is for the Circuit Court of the First Circuit. Gubernatorial nominee Brian Costa for a term to expire in 10 years. Chair's recommendation on this one as well is to consent. Any questions, comments, or concerns? If not, Senator Elefante.
Okay, Chair's recommendation on GM2 is to consent of the 5 members present on judiciary. Any no votes? Any votes with reservations?
This is for Judge Costa, correct?
GM2.
Yes.
No.
Okay, noting the no vote from Senator Owa, Mr. Chair, recommendations adopted.
Thank you. Next up is Governor's Message number 3. This is Diane Medeiros for the Circuit Court of the First Circuit for a term to expire in 10 years. Recommendation on Judge Medeiros is to consent. Questions or concerns? If not, Senator Elefante.
Okay, Chair's recommendation on GM3 is to consent of the 5 members present. Any no votes? Any votes with reservations? Hearing none, Mr. Chair, recommendations adopted.
Thank you. That brings us to GM4. This is Stephen Nichols for a circuit court position here on the island of Oahu for a term to expire in 10 years. Recommendation here as well is to consent. Questions or concerns?
Comment.
Senator Owa.
Judge Nichols, I want to thank you for all you've done to advocate for Native Hawaiians and the kids up in Mililani.
Thank you very much. Other comments? If not, Senator Elefante.
Okay, Chair's recommendation on GM4 is to consent of the 5 members present. Any no votes? Any votes with reservations? Hearing none, Mr. Chair, recommendations adopted.
Okay, thank you. Congratulations to the 4 appointees, and we'll see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock for the full Senate vote. We're adjourned.